Okay, I'm going to push back. I'm going to pretend that I'm a bully. And I'm not only a bully, Brent, I'm also a narcissist. And
Mhm.
I don't really want to have this conversation with you. I don't know who you think you are. I've
Sure.
been here for 20 years. Who do you think you are to tell me? How would you handle a person when you say, would you be okay if I'm blunt and all the good stuff that you say? What would you say then? Or what would you do if this person said, no way?
Yeah, so I'll still start it that way, and many times, like you already know who you're going to go talk to, right? So
True.
I'll typically go in the same direction. I mean, 9 times out of 10, I would say, unless the person is I know just going to blow their gasket, then I'll probably push a little bit differently. But if you were to push back and say, "We're not having this conversation," actually, Joyce, we are going to have this conversation because this is where the table's set, right? So we'll do it this way a bit. I'll shift, and I'll step in and say, no, this is going to happen, right? This conversation needs to be had, and this is how we're going to conduct it from here on out. So that's that ask, tell, and make almost that I
Mhm.
used as a cop back to a corporate environment. I mean, I'm just not going to put them in handcuffs and put them on the conference table, right? But
Thank you.
100%, I'll then establish the authority of what's going to take place because as a leader, the conversation needs to happen regardless. And then two, I always tell people too, I'm like, hey, you can help control the outcome of this to a degree, and your attitude can dictate that. And so I'll be very clear with people too. It's like, hey, listen, this conversation's it's going to happen, right? So Joyce, it's going to happen, right?
Wow. Yeah.
How you react to it's going to dictate the way it happens, right? Would you
Mhm.
rather it be a smooth conversation that's clear and direct, or do you prefer it to be, full of like anxiety, conflict, argumentative? Like, which option would you rather choose? Right.
So, and I know I overreact when I went, oh, wow. But this is the kind of stuff, these are the communication tools that people need when they come and watch a show like Kick Conflict to the Curb. Because when someone says, no, I don't want to have it, and they roll their eyes or whatever, when you say, well, we're still going to have the conversation, and the outcome has all to do with attitude and how you react, or you said
Mhm.
it better than I did, but that was the gist of how you said it. Viewers, please, talking your truth and taking the elephant out of the room is what many people who say, oh, I don't like conflict, I can't have these conversations.
Mhm.
Well, most people don't. I love conflict because that's why I get paid. And my kids are always saying, Mom, you look for conflict. No, I don't look for it. It's always there.
Mhm.
I just decide, am I going to deal with it, or am I going to just let that one go? And Brent, you don't let it go when someone pushes you and says, no, I don't want to hear. So hats off to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And so, like, you like conflict, like I kind of like awkward situations. I'm weird like that, right? So, being a cop, you're in awkward situations all the time. Like, I mean, if you ever watch the show Cops, just watch it, and you'll see the things that I was encountering every day.
Yeah.
The weirdest stuff. And so it's interesting to me. So I don't mind an awkward conversation because I like to watch how people react to awkward
Mm-hmm.
conversations. I think we can learn a lot by that, and then think about how we respond, how we react to an awkward conversation because we've all had them. We've all been on either one
Mm-hmm.
side or both sides of an awkward conversation. So if I'm going to have a conversation with you, Joyce, and we're going to talk about something like you're not performing at work and it's you're about to be terminated, right? You know it's coming nine
Yes.
times out of 10. Like you've got a good idea of why we're going to go talk. And if I've done a good job as a leader, I've set those expectations and none of it's a surprise to you. That's the other bit of it. Like none of it should be a surprise to you because we've documented, we've talked about it, we've tried
True.
to improve your performance.
Mm-hmm.
But it's awkward for both people. Just say it. That's a huge. That's my tip. I put it out there because
Just say it.